So with Patrick Mahomes, I haven't taken a math class in a while, so I'm going to try to do this on the fly. Before the last 10 minutes of the game, he was 21 of 34 for 213 yards, no touchdowns and a pick, if my math is correct. Then over the last 10 minutes, 10 of 13, 197 yards, three touchdowns, no picks. So it got him up to 31 of 47, 410 passing yards, three touchdowns, one interception. I think the numbers were inflated because Travis Kelsey was absolutely insane. Tyreek Hill was absolutely insane. I think Mahomes was objectively not very good for the first four or three and a half quarters, I think, of the game. I don't think the interception was totally on him, but he did telegraph it and think that he could like pop it up over the defender. It got tipped up and, of course, picked off. We've seen that happen before. He stepped up, and the Chiefs, that's the biggest takeaway from this one, man, is that the Chiefs got punched in the mouth all season long. It had the feeling, even when I was watching it, the game's over. Like the Chiefs aren't going to be able to come back. They aren't going to be able to do it. Mahomes led them back at the end of the game. Kelsey led them back at the end of the game. Tyreek Hill did. Everyone that needed to make big plays for the Chiefs did, even on the 2-point conversion to Clyde Edwards-Helaire. So I've been probably more than anybody really critical of Patrick Mahomes this year. I haven't been impressed with a lot of the stuff I've seen. That included a lot of the game against the Chargers until the end. Man, the grit he showed, I hate to say vintage because he's only 26, but the vintage plays, everything was there. And man, it couldn't have happened to a better guy, to have that statement national TV performance. Hopefully some of those narratives go away. He was a tale of two games for him, to say the least.
Yeah, that's exactly right. And that's what I was thinking too. I was thinking that was a vintage Mahomes game, like you said, even though he's only been in the league a few years. It's just, we've seen him have these come from behind victories every year, it seems like. Even last year, he had some of those games. And we hadn't really seen that this year. I guess we saw it in the first game against the Browns,
Mm-hmm.
first game of the season. That was really the only time we've had a chance to see Mahomes do a nice comeback. And man, he came up big tonight. I think with the second half of the fourth quarter into overtime, he might have put him back into the MVP conversation just because of, like you said, the inflated numbers. Throwing for over 400 yards, he's over 4,000 yards passing on the season now. So yeah, he's going to be right up there with the top quarterbacks now, and it's it's crazy to say because of like how weird the season has been and how up and down through the middle of the season. But now on a 7 game winning streak, if they win out the rest of the way, if he has some games like this where he's putting up over 300 yards, three touchdown games, yeah, he'll be right up there in the mix for MVP again.
Yeah, absolutely, man. Respect to him, respect to Andy Reid, really the entire offense. Like Clyde Edwards-Helaire, 9 carries, 32 yards. He just didn't have it going. Mahomes had a huge run down near the end of the game. Darrell Williams didn't have it going, averaged 2.4 yards per carry. Michael Burton had a touchdown. Blake Bell ran the ball. Like it was a weird game, man. McCole Hardman carried the ball once for nothing. It was literally, and this is why I still don't think the Chiefs offense is completely fixed. I'm a little skeptical. Tyreek Hill and Travis Kelsey combined for like 83%. I think that was the stat I saw of Mahomes' passing yards. It was insane.
Yeah, and I was just looking at the stat line, and this has to be the craziest 12 catch, 148-yard performance from Tyreek Hill, like the quietest. I don't know how it was a quiet 12 catch, 148-yard game, probably because of what Mahomes and Kelsey did at the end of the game and into the overtime. But man, Hill had some pretty big catches there. That one catch that he was pass interfered on was absolutely insane. I think that's going to kind of go unnoticed as the weekend goes along, as the rest of the NFL gets going. But that was an insane catch. Kelsey, of course, he got the game-winning touchdown. He got the 69-yard catch down to the 1-yard line, which set up Tyreek's 1 touchdown catch. But yeah, it could have been a 3-touchdown game for Kelsey, but man, Hill getting that 12 catches for 148 yards was huge. He had a couple big third down receptions as well. And yeah, it was just I didn't think that I'd ever say that Tyreek Hill had a quiet 12 catch game.